All right, hey everybody, this is John,
Brandon.
and this is That's Horrible. Sorry it's been a while since we've done a video, but this was never going to be a weekly thing because, we have lives, sort of. Mostly involves video games and beer. But anyway, so what are we going to talk about today, Brandon?
We're going to talk about Jamie Lee Curtis returning to Halloween and the Halloween franchise in general.
I'm pretty fucking excited about this. I know a lot of people are like, well, how's this going to work with the timeline? Who cares?
How many times? That timeline has been reset several times.
Yeah, who cares about the timeline? It's going to take place, from what I understand, right after 2. Well, not right after 2, but it's in that timeline. It's going to go 1, 2, and then this one. It's going to ignore 4 and 5 and 6, which, whatever,
And 7 and 8.
Well, let's just not even talk about those, because they're shit. Actually, H2O isn't too bad.
Compared to 8, it's not too bad.
Compared to 8, it's a goddamn masterpiece.
Right.
Yeah, I'm so super stoked that she's back. What Carpenter is doing the music then, right?
He is executive producer, and they said, because Danny McBride is writing it.
Yeah.
I don't remember who the director is, but he's helping.
Yeah.
And they said any big changes or any wild ideas they have, they're going to run by him. So he's kind of a creative consultant.
Okay.
So he's getting a paycheck, and they're kind of coming to him for advice.
We don't want to take this off in a realm where you'd be like, well, that was fucking stupid. Why did you do that? Because, they've already done that numerous times.
Well, he had expressed interest in doing the soundtrack. But
yeah,
has not been
but that would rule if he did. I mean, I'd be cool with it. I mean, why not? Give him lots of money. We get a killer soundtrack at least. If the movie sucks, the soundtrack will be awesome. So
I don't think the dude's never written a bad soundtrack.
No, not at all.
Even his solo records under the John Carpenter name have been really good. The Lost Themes 1 and 2.
Yeah, I still need to get Lost Themes too, but that first one just really feels like he wrote themes to movies.
Well, he's coming out with an anthology set within the next month or 2, and it's re-recorded themes.
Yeah, I'm excited. Oh yeah, and he's going on tour
Again? Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
I think he's going to be in Chicago. I feel like I should go, but I'm pretty sure I have something else going on. I don't know, or I just can't afford it. But yeah, I've seen varying degrees of excitement for Jamie Lee Curtis being in the new movie. Nothing like majorly bad. Nobody's really bashing it. They're just kind of, like I've said, it's just mostly, well, what's with the timeline then? And then of course that's when people start bashing number 3. Well, thank God they can just ignore the fact that 3, exists, or this is the real sequel 3 should have been. I can't believe in 2017 that I still have to explain to people the whole deal with why number 3 exists. It's called the internet, people. You can read all about why that exists and why it's still a fucking masterpiece.
Well, even so, in part 3, there's a scene where Tom Atkins' character is at a bar, and there's an advertisement for the first film being shown on the TV.
Yeah.
So therefore, the entire Halloween Michael Myers universe, whatever timeline you choose to follow, exists within the realm of Halloween 3, Season of the Witch.
Yeah.
Love it or hate it. That's the way it is.
And I know so many people that they automatically just say they hate it because it doesn't have Mike. Well, it doesn't have Mike Myers in it.
Well, number 5 had Mike Myers in it. Number 8 had Mike Myers in it.
I like number 5.
Well, you're in the minority.
I really am. I really love 4 and 5. Those are 2 of my favorite. Well, I love the whole franchise, except for the one with Busta Rhymes. I don't even want to say the name of that movie.
Part 7 was, that when that came out, that kind of, forgot 4, 5, and 6 ever happened.
Yeah, and that really, really angered up my blood. I'm like, she didn't have a daughter. She had Josh Hartnett.
Supposedly in the original script for that, there was a scene where, she saw a news report where, her body had been found. Like her daughter's body. I can't even think of her. Jamie Lloyd.
Yeah, Jamie Lloyd.
That's how much I care about 4, 5, and 6.
He's nuts. Don't listen to him.
Something about where Laurie Strode, whatever the name she was going by in H2O,
yeah,
she changed her name to Hyde.
Yeah.
But she somehow reads it in the news or sees it on the news that the body of a Jamie Lloyd was found, and then she leaves class and goes and gets sick. or
Yeah.
something. I don't know if it was filmed and cut out, or if it was just cut out of the original script, but the idea, there was one little blurb in there that was supposed to tie them all together.
I think that they just... Well, I mean, at the time, Josh Hartnett was sort of a teen heartthrob.
So he was up and coming.
Yeah, so I think that was like... That's why they wanted it. You know, they're just like, fuck it, let's put that guy in there.
And
They'll
Michelle
get,
Williams was in
yeah,
it too.
They'll get the teeny boppers to come in and see this movie, and then just piss off the old people that liked it.
The whole decision never made sense as to why she'd have a daughter and fake her death.
Yeah.
And leave the daughter. It to potentially be still hunted down by Michael Myers. It's kind of so I guess I'm glad for H2O that they cut that line out or whatever, it wasn't in there, because you sit down to the brass tacks of it, it's kind of fucking stupid.
A little bit.
But this is the kind of franchise where I guess if this one sucks, you can still pick and choose whatever order or whatever timeline you feel is appropriate.
Yeah. And really, I've kind of stopped caring about the timeline, because it's just like they're gonna do whatever they want. I mean, I'm fine with it. I mean, it's cool that it's a sequel, but if it had just been a full-on reboot, I would have been like, all right, whatever, do what you guys want to do. I mean, it can't be bad as Rob Zombie's Halloween 2.
Right, that was a piece of shit.
I hate that movie so much. Visually stunning. I think it visually,
really?
I think visually it's a cool movie.
I thought it looked like it was a made-for-TV movie. That's what it felt like I was watching.
Less Sherry Moon would have been better. She needs to quit acting. But that's just my opinion.
Come on, Michael, bring her home so we can be a family again.
Yeah, that was fucking stupid. Oh my god.
The other one thing John Carpenter says he regrets is making Michael and Laurie siblings.
Oh, really?
I didn't know. He drank a lot of beer. He said he drank a lot of beer when he was writing the script for part 2.
I'd never heard that.
Which kind of makes you watch the first one under a little differently. If you've never seen any other, if you were to show Halloween to somebody that had never heard of the franchise, they would think, wow, this is just a soulless killer stalking a babysitter because she went and put a key on the front door of his house. That's really the whole point, that he's after her.
Yeah.
First movie, she just walks up to his house while he was inside peering out the window.
Yeah. Wow, I never really thought of it that way.
I mean, it doesn't really give him a good reason to go after her, but
when you're a soulless killer, hey, you stepped on my property or something, I'm going to kill you now. I actually like that. Makes him more vicious. And that was one of my problems with the remake, even though I do like the remake. I think it's in the unrated or the director's cut or whatever. There's a scene where young Michael is sitting there with the nurse, and I think in the unrated or director's cut or whatever you want to call it, she provokes him. Like, basically says there's no way that child could be related to you, they're too cute, or whatever the hell the deal was. But I think in the theatrical, he just like goes nuts and kills her, which is what I prefer. I don't really need a lot of backstory. Yeah, he was, from a shitty family and he was bullied. So I guess that's a reason enough for him to start killing people, I guess. But like, I preferred when he was unprovoked. Mm-hmm. Just like.
And he just snapped one day.
Yeah, fuck you, lady. But no, he snaps because she basically makes fun of him, which I was really not happy with. I really hate that director's cut anyway. I hate the rape scene. I mean, I'm trying to say this without sounding like a misogynistic
You're no stranger. You're no stranger to films with brutal rape scenes.
Yeah,
in them,
but this one was like the most
very unnecessary.
Yeah, I mean, it was literally just filmed to, let's be edgy and have a rape scene in this movie, and this is how he's gonna escape. Like, what? No, that was fucking dumb. It was so much better when he just snaps and kills the guards and like rips out throats and escapes that way. Mm-hmm. You don't have to. And I also think it was kind of Rob Zombie's like way to get Lou Temple in there, because got to have him in a movie or every movie now. Sorry if you're watching this, Lou, which you're not. He's not a bad actor. Don't get me
No,
wrong. It's just
no.
Rob Zombie doesn't need to have the same people in every single fucking movie every fucking time.
No, but
He's going to because nobody else wants to be in them.
damn.
What? And I like his movies. Don't get me wrong. I mean, well, except for
That
31.
was a piece of shit. I've gone off on that before. But I'm
Wait, we could have an episode of just us bitching about it for like
I don't
an
want
hour.
to.
I don't. Yeah,
I
I mean,
don't want to. The movie's not worth it.
the fact that I've even thought about it again is bad enough, but it is what it is. Yeah.
I like the idea that they're just going and making another Halloween movie and just resetting the timeline. I like the idea because how many different versions of Dracula have you seen? How many different Frankenstein or Wolfman? It's just, we all know the story that Michael Myers was after his sister.
Yeah.
Trying to kill his family. I guess that's the lore in the Halloween franchise. So now we're just going and making another one, and I feel that the slashers from the late 70s throughout the 80s have kind of become the next generation of the Universal monster.
Oh, definitely.
We all know the origin. We all know Freddy Krueger gets you in your sleep. I don't need a reboot of Freddy Krueger. Just make a new make a new Friday the 13th.
Everybody know, like, whether you watched horror movies or not, I mean, everybody knows the big twist ending for Friday the 13th.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, you just know. I mean, I knew it, you know, as a little kid, long before I even saw any of the movies. It's just one of those things that, not necessarily fully a part of pop culture, but damn near at this point. I mean, especially in the internet age. I mean, everybody
friends.
just...
Yeah, either you had an older sibling
Yeah.
that showed it to you, or like me, I had friends that had seen it because of their older siblings, and then I knew all about these characters before I'd ever seen their films.
Well, it's a
You
lot...
know the lore. You know...
like Star
where-
Wars.
Right. You know where it comes from. You know where...
If you don't know that, you know, Darth is Luke and Leia's father, then you've clearly been living under a rock for your entire life. I mean, it's just common knowledge. It's a part of the world.
Mhm. And supposedly there's rumors of a new Friday the 13th and the rights going back to Warner Brothers, a new line. Just make another one. Give me a good Jason story of him chasing down teenagers in the woods. I don't need to know where he came from.
I don't need to
Again.
see where he got the mask. Like, it's just...
Again.
Like, I was not a fan of the remake from, 2009, whenever that was?
Yeah.
That was supposed to relaunch the franchise, and that failed miserably. It's just... Don't get me wrong. I mean, slashers are fun because, you know, boobs and blood, and that just didn't have anything exciting about either of them. Like, I don't know, the boobs were too fake, the special effects were too fake. I don't know. It just wasn't good.
What I didn't really care for is it's like Jason lived in this whole underground tunnel system in the woods, and that's how he fast traveled.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
you know what? No, just
Don't explain stuff
I
like that. I mean,
it takes the magic away.
we already know he's basically undead, or whatever you want to really call him. Just don't give me any explanation for anything else. I don't even want to know why he's back. He's just this killer. Just leave it at that.
But I don't know. Back to Halloween. Danny McBride recently said that within the franchise, it's gotten to the point where you can't hit Michael with anything because he doesn't fall, and it's not scary anymore. So they kind of want to bring him down a level and make him make it like so. There's a the survivors might have a chance.
Make it so you can actually sort of injure him. Make it so the man actually bleeds again.
Mm-hmm.
And I totally understand.
You can keep him scary, but when you're fighting a god, it doesn't become. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. There's nothing. Nobody's going to survive, and I guess these are just body count movies with different ways to kill people. But give me something interesting.
I mean, in the first one, you actually felt like there was hope that he would actually be dead. And then the movies just kept coming out, and he kept surviving, and the most ridiculous shit. And it's like he doesn't have a scratch on him.
But you know what? If this one sucks in a few years, just go make another one.
Yeah,
Don't start over. Don't tell me that, that. Don't give me another Michael Chase and Laurie, and then when they find out they're siblings again, just make another Halloween movie.
I want him to kill things.
Just either or.
Make the kills creative, make them fun, practical special effects. But yeah, I mean, and a lot of people were worried about Danny McBride writing it. They're like, how dare he? He's a comedian. Comedians are dark as fuck. Like, holy shit. I think, like, look at, the whole Black Mirror, series. Created by... Fuck, Jesus. Created by, a comedian, satirist, whatever you want to call him. But, I mean, Charlie Booker, I can never remember his last name, created one of the darkest TV shows of all time. And I think that Danny McBride could pull off making a really dark and hopefully frightening Halloween movie. I mean, why not? I mean,
I think he gets... a lot of people just think that he's constantly Kenny Powers from Eastbound and Down all the time. But,
yeah.
I recently watched Alien Covenant, and he was... movie, not very good. He was easily the best part of it.
Okay,
I was really surprised, how he was going to be in that role. And no, I mean, he took it seriously. I mean, he still got that southern drawl, and he still talks like Danny McBride, but he took the subject matter seriously, and I really enjoyed his character.
Good.
But, the movie, not so much. Probably would have been better if he was Kenny Powers, but either way, I thought he was the most enjoyable part of it.
Well, then you got Jordan Peele making Get Out, which is one of the best horror movies in like a decade.
I saw that. Yeah. I loved it.
And Jordan Peele is one of the funniest guys. Like, I love Key and Peele. Like, fucking hilarious show. I loved their movie Keanu.
I haven't seen that.
It's actually it helps I like cats.
You say you're a cat lover.
But he's extremely hilarious, and he proved in his first movie that I can make a really fucked up dark horror movie. So I kind of hope he does more. I mean, I look forward to anything that he does now.
And he had no... his influence was there. He wasn't afraid to wear the influences on his sleeve. Like the Rosemary's Baby influence, and obviously Ben from Night of the Living Dead being kind of an influence there. Or at least I saw it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Definitely. Socially, relevant to current events, which me, as a, small town white guy, have no place to comment on whatsoever, but I got it. I got what he was trying to do. So it was a fantastic movie. It's going to be a classic. Future classic.
My buddy was telling me about how his parents went and saw it. His dad, got out of the movie. He's like, so the white guy was the bad guy? Like, we weren't the good guys this time? No. It's not. It doesn't always have to be that way, buddy. I mean, his dad's not racist, by the way, but at least as far as I know, he's not. But he still was just like, I can't believe that how he did it. But
fantastic movie.
Yeah. Let's see. You got anything else to?
No, not really.
I'm going to quickly plug what I'll be doing, since this is the first day of October. I'm going to be doing the Scarecrow Video Psychotronic Movie Challenge. For those of you not familiar, I mean, we have talked about it on the show before. Scarecrow Video is, from what I've been told, the most glorious video store in the universe in Seattle. Because you've been there.
It's pretty glorious.
I still need to go someday. And this is their second time they're doing the video challenge. I'll put the link on the video down below. Each day is a different... Right there. Yeah, get it. Each day is a different movie theme. Today is essentially something that involves fire. And they said you can't do Carrie because that's just too goddamn easy.
Cheating.
Yeah. And then tomorrow is basically... a woman who kills or something like that. So like maybe American Mary, or a super obvious one, I Spit on Your Grave.
It's a pretty good list. I know there was ones, Slasher Days, but you can't pick Freddy, Jason, Michael, Leatherface, or Chucky.
Yeah.
A masked killer that's a little more obscure.
Yeah.
Maybe Stage Fright or Curtains, something like that.
I just want the video to focus. Focus!
There we go, focus.
There we go. See, just got to yell at it. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a lot of fun. This will be the second time that I've done it, and only the second time they've done it. But yeah, maybe I'll do either weekly updates, or I definitely will be doing the daily updates on my Instagram page, which I guess I could also put the link down there. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, just remember, guys, if you don't like the video,
it's in the name. That's horrible.
Later, guys.
See ya.